Yo, we in this thing. What's going on? Hold on, let me make sure. Be stable in here. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, we good. What's up, chat? What's up, everybody? We're back with another episode. A long lost episode. A freaking well-to-be, soon-to-be last season of Don Shot Media, or at least chop it up with Don, because I told you I'm going to take a little break, so we're going to get into at least 28 episodes, so I'm going to do 2 more, and then mid-August, we stopping. What's up, bro? What's up, gang? I'm about to roll up, you feel me? I just wanted to hop on here real quick, though, because your girl hasn't had Wi-Fi in a minute. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Ever since I switched phone carriers, I can't stream nowhere, bruh. I got to be sitting inside a house to stream. So every time I tried to go live in my car, that shit was so laggy. I was getting pissed off. I was like, man, I'm about to go back to this. What do I have right now? I switched from Verizon to Spectrum. I don't know why the fuck I did that, but shit, my Wi-Fi's been booty cheeks ever since. But right now I'm just at my mom's house. I'm at my mama's crib using her Wi-Fi, and then we about to just go smoke one. You feel me? But I just wanted to tap in real quick with the channel, and that's basically where it's going. So I'm going to take a break after 28 episodes, focus on the reactions, focus on more media shit, more photography shit. Like, that's basically my real, the passion that I like to do. I fuck with the chopping it up and stuff, but I think for season 2, I'm going to have more guests and, chop it up with more people and just try to do, even if that's Zoom or, something like that, I feel like. But I want to do more interviews right now, more music videos, all that, while it's still at least a little bit of summer, you feel me? It's not, when it gets to fall, I feel like people be falling off and, in the lab, they be writing in the lab in the wintertime and everything like that. So I think that's when I'm going to take a break from the media and then switch back to chop it up. So basically, flipping and flopping. Yeah, bro. Yeah, see, it should be because you got 3 phones, and you'd be on this one, and then you'd be on this one, and then you'd be on. See, I can't do that. Man, there's so many phones right here. Hold on, bro. Let me just show you. What's up, Diana? Let me just show you, Ian. Do you think this is a game, bro? This shit ain't no game, bro. Let me see how many phones I got right now. First off, we got this one right here. That's 1. We got this one. That's 2. We got this one. That's 3. And this one. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. Need an iPhone. That's 7. Hold on. I even got the little throwback. That's 8. Hold on. I even got one more. If you guys know about this one. You know about the BlackBerry. That's 9. Hey, I even got a tablet too. If shit get hard. Hey, bro. Don't ask why, Diana. Just know you always gotta have a backup phone, 2 or 3 or 4. You feel me? Nigga said, why the fuck? Bro, on God, I always got a phone. What the fuck? I always have one. Even if it's a Wi-Fi connection. Them phones, bro, I swear. The oldest phone in that bitch is from 2003. I swear. One of them is my mom's old phone. I swear to God, that shit's so... Hey, he said, I got some old phones, but... You see, bro, 3 of them on the daily is crazy. I got 2 phone numbers, but yeah, we'll just. Anyways, we gonna get off the phone and electronic stuff, guys. But yeah, I got so much stuff, and then when I come home, it just be making me think of my childhood, bro. When I be coming home around family and shit, it's just damn, you get that nostalgic feeling. I was with my uncles, I was with my grandma the other day, making dinner for her. I was like, damn, I haven't had a home-cooked meal in hella long. That shit hit different, bruh. And then I went to smoke, and then it hit a little harder. I was like, what? And then it just made me think, damn, they're not going to be here for, how family be passing everything. They're not even going to be here for forever. So it's it was bittersweet being over there. But, I just be thinking, fuck, bruh. I'm not a good death person. I don't like going to funerals. I don't really doing that shit. I'll send my condolences. I'll maybe go to a candle lighting or a balloon, how they do the balloon releases and stuff. But funerals, bro, and death, bro, I hate that shit. I'm not even gonna lie. Ever since a kid, bro, I have not liked going to funerals. One, they take forever. Then two, everybody's crying and shit. And then it's like you only see your family when there's a death. So it's like, what the fuck? Why can't we have family? Like, at least my family, like, motherfuckers just be linking up when there's either a death in the family or they be calling each other for like some drama. I mean, yeah, we got like family reunions and shit, but you don't see like everybody unless it's like a death, bro. And that's just crazy, bro. Spend as much time with family as, man, because when they're not here no more, then that's just gonna hit different. And we only getting older, and that's the crazy thing. It's like we're getting older, we gotta learn some more shit. So it's kind of, like I said, it's bittersweet. That's the only way I could describe it as. It's just bittersweet, you feel me? But that's another thing, like, I wanted to get into. It's like your childhood trauma and like how you are. Like my trauma with not wanting to go to funerals since a kid, that still goes up to this day. Like, bro, I don't want to see no dead bodies. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna tell you why. When I was a kid, my mom, bro, she was trying to check on my uncle. You know, I had my great uncle, and she was knocking on this door, calling him first, like, hey, where's your uncle? He's not answering, basically, you know. And I'm like, I don't know where he is. And he's older, obviously, like 60s. Yeah, probably like mid 60s, which isn't super old, but like mid 60s. And I remember I was like 8, bro. My mom's like, get in the car. We're going to go check. We're going to go to his house because he's not answering the phone. So we go in the car, and I'm like, can we have McDonald's? Can we stop here? Not knowing, and you know, she's just trying to get to the location, bro. Bro, my mom goes there, and she knocks on the door. No answer. Knocks again. No answer. Bruh. She calls 911, bro. They open the door, and you could only see what was inside, bro. And I never seen my mom in that, like, tears like that, bro. And I'm like, what happened? Where's Uncle? You know, like, I was just a kid. I'm like, what happened? I thought and it was just crazy to me. It was like so surreal. And I'm like, Mom, are you okay? Because, bro, seeing your mom cry is probably one of the worst things ever. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it don't matter how gangster you are, bro. Seeing your mom cry is probably the worst. Or even your dad cry. You know, that's even hard as fuck. I hate seeing my dad cry. And even though I've probably only heard a tear, like, in his voice, but my dad, bro, my dad would cry to my mom. My mom will tell me, oh, your dad was crying. Like, that's the type of... Anyways. But, yeah, I hate seeing my parents cry. So, you know, when she was breaking down and stuff and all that, I was like, damn, like, I don't want to go to funerals. Like, I know how it changed, like, her, too, as a person. And, like, I don't know. That's just my childhood. Another thing is, like, when my mom was... when she was, like, growing up and shit, she didn't really, like... I'm not even gonna be hard on my mom because she had me at a young age, but we was rolling together. I was like her best friend, you feel me? Still am her best friend. My mom's like more of a mom now, but back then we was like kicking it, listening to music, bobbing our heads and shit in the backseat and everything. And I just remember, like, she would tell me everything, you know. Don't trust any of these people out here. You know, she would put me on game, right? You know, she would take me to her old high school. Yeah, this is where I grew up. This is where I met your dad, all this shit, right? And so I was thinking, and this is like, because my mom and my dad, my mom and my dad, they're divorced, right? So my dad, he got this whole other side of him. My mom got this whole other side of her. My mom will keep it real and be like, yeah, your dad... He was doing this. I met him because he was the plug, and he sold me a nice little eighth. And you know, my mom was telling me this, and I'm like, oh, so that's how y'all met? My dad was the plug? What the fuck? It was funny to me because I was like, Mom, what the fuck? You over here telling me to get a church guy, and my dad was all right anyways, right? So I thought I'd be thinking it's funny and shit, but my dad, he's like, now he's like one of the smoking cigars and shit. Like, he's one of them. You know, he's all tired and just want to go to work and be a family man, whatever. But back in his day, like, he would be having me in his backseat, him and his home dog, or what the fuck, home dog? What the fuck? I'm high. His dog or homeboy, whatever, was in the front seat, and I was always in the back seat. Every single time my dad would pick me up from school, bro, I was always in the back seat. And they was always chopping it up, always playing music. That's probably why I'm the way I am now, because this nigga just had no filter around me. My dad would smoke weed. He would, you know, he was a good dad too. Like, don't get me wrong, he would take me fishing. He would do all that other shit. But when he would pick me up from school and all that, man, this nigga, no filter, none of that shit. So it just reminds me, like, being here with my family, like, being back in Seattle, it's just like, damn. seeing them, it's like, damn, they're not gonna be like here forever, bro. Like, I'm gonna miss them. And it's not even to talk about like death or anything, but it's like the reality of life. Like, bro, it's a cycle. Like, when one, even like, and the crazy thing is, my nana, bro, she's like 90 right now, right? She's 90. I just got her tatted on my neck right here. I don't know if y'all see it, but I got her initials tatted right here, right? And then she's about to, like, she's damn near on her last, few days of life, right? Meanwhile, my cousin's having a newborn. And I feel like, when there's death occurs, a newborn, like, comes into the family. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like that's definitely a cycle. Sounds like your mom. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. She's definitely a good mom. Dead people will receive more flowers than the living because... Oh, hell yeah. Man, don't get me started on the regret. The regret aspect... I thought I heard something. The regret aspect is crazy because I know people right now in my family that are living with hella fucking regret since, like, a child. Like, I can get into some really deep shit, bro. But I'll give you an example. Like, I forgive my parents, right? I'm going to just say like this. When my dad was selling drugs, he got arrested. He went to prison for a minute, bro. And he was like, man, I regret not being there. I regret not, seeing you through high school, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Dad, bro, I'm not even mad at you. Like, I can't be mad at you because you got arrested for selling an 8. What the fuck? You feel me? So it's like, some people live with that regret. Like, my dad will never forgive himself because he feels, damn, I missed this part of her life, this age, this age. As a parent, I won't understand it because obviously I don't have kids, but all I could do is forgive him and not be like, man, fuck this nigga, blah, blah, blah. And that's just how I feel. I know a lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people be like, fuck their dad and everything, but, I be trying to say I'm proud of him. You're not in jail no more. Do what you do better. You feel me? Same with my mom. You feel me? Family is important to me, for real. But I think to get over the childhood trauma and just get over the childhood aspects, you have to first identify it. And then, after you identify, like, damn, I've been like this since forever. Like, I've always been like, like this. This is what I'm going to change. Because obviously you don't want to be that way forever. Like, bro, you can have anger issues as a kid, right? Just as an example. And then you can grow up and be like, well, I've always had anger issues. Yeah, nigga, I'm always like, nah, that's not who you are, nigga. You better change yourself. You feel me? Like, there is some shit that you could change, I feel like. Or I know people who are like, nah, bro, I'm always going to be like this. And this is just how I am. But it's like, nah, that's a mindset. You got to change your mindset. And that does come from your childhood because it could go as far back as, man, let me give a better example. I'm trying to think. All right, I got 3 boy cousins. They're all brothers, right? All of them, right? They're all like a year apart from each other, right? And I was always hanging out with my boy cousins all the time. My mom would drop me off to my uncle's house. My uncle had 3 sons. Those were my cousins. So those were like my big brothers, right? But I would always see them argue with each other all the time, right? They would always beat each other up. You feel me? Just shit like brothers do, right? Beat each other's asses, taking the controller from each other, like just little shit like that. But as they got older, they started, it started going from video games and controllers to women and, you feel me, like competition with women and X, Y, and Z, right? So one of my cousins, he pretty boy, he thinks he's a pretty boy. Then the other one, nah, nigga, I'll pull more bitches than you. Like, that's how they are, right? One of my other cousins was like, nah, I want this girl. So they're all basically competing for the same girl, right? But it's like, bro, it's just like, there's always going to be that competition. There's always going to be people, that's always like, that's how I am. I hate my brother since he was 12 because he stole my girlfriend. And it's just like, I told my cousin, bro, you better let that shit go, bro. That was in high school. That was when you guys were growing, like, you still hanging on to that grudge. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just crazy to me. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I got you, Diana, for sure, for sure. That's exactly, oh, damn. Your cat died and you found out you're pregnant at the same time. Is actually crazy. That's wild. I didn't even see that one. That's crazy, yo. But yeah, healing your generational trauma, bro, it takes time, y'all. You don't want to bring that shit into a relationship. You don't want to bring that shit into, like, your next chapter of your life. Because there's a time where you want to grow, I feel like. And for me, I'm going to keep it real. I still have trauma with my childhood, right? Like, for example, with me, I'm gonna use myself as an example. as a child, I would never want to make anybody mad. I would always be scared if I upset someone. Like for example, if the babysitter, one time I had a babysitter and she poured syrup on my waffles, and instead of telling her no, because I thought I was gonna get in trouble for telling her no, I just ate the syrup, and that shit was nasty as fuck. And then I was thinking like, damn, I'm scared to. And then she was like, I see you didn't really like it. You only ate like 2 or 3 bites. Do you not like it? And then I was like, yeah, because I felt like as a kid, like, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble if I say I don't like it. And that's just like the trauma I had, because bro, this nigga, bro, he would feed me fucking tofu and shit. What the fuck? Tofu and vegetables. That's because he was fucking with a bitch who was vegan or vegetarian or whatever the fuck, and she would cook dinner, and this nigga would just be like, here you go. Oh, what the fuck? So I never, like, he would get mad when I didn't finish my food, so I was always like, fucking nasty ass tofu. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. And so that shit was low key not traumatizing, but it was just like, damn. And then like my mom, I wouldn't finish all the food she cooked, and so she'd be like, oh, so you're not gonna eat, but you want to eat the McDonald's, huh? You want to eat the so it was always, damn, I'm gonna get in trouble, and so as a child, that's how I was, bro. But as I got older, obviously I started buying my own shit, doing whatever I want to do. But like, still to this day, if I don't finish my mom's, if she cooked me a plate and put it right here in front of me, bro, I better finish all of that, or I'm gonna feel like she gon', you feel me? That's just the generational shit I be talking about. But like I said, there's always time to change yourself, not be who you think you are, like, this is how I am, this is how I'm gonna be, because I have problems with that too. So I'm not perfect, but I'm just saying, like, together, y'all, we gotta do better. We gotta not even change ourselves completely, but like leave shit behind is what I would say. Like, if you're moving into another chapter of your life, whether that's you want to stop doing something, you want to start doing something like working out and stop smoking or stop drinking or stop eating out, whatever the fuck it is, I would say just focus on cutting out the little shit first, and that'll affect how you are. So even if it's like something that triggers you, like, oh, if this person calls me, this family member calls me, man, block them. Don't even see them. You feel me? Because that could be childhood trauma. Like, I'm so serious. Like, seeing somebody on Facebook, unfriend them. You feel me? You don't have to keep yourself in a bubble if that shit can trigger you, or if you got bad history with that person or whatever, Because your childhood, man, you got to heal your inner child in order to move forward, in order to be at peace, is what I feel like. And it's hard. It's easier said than done. I'm going to keep it real. It's definitely easier said than done. But it's manageable. You feel me? You can do it. Like, if I can sit here and have this damn conversation for 20 minutes about childhood trauma and give you all these examples, I know that y'all got some examples in your own life that you're like, damn, okay, this is, I do want to change this, or I am traumatized from this in my past, and I don't want to be in, it could even be an area, bruh. Like, if you grew up on a certain street, it's like, man, I don't even want to go on the street. That shit traumatized me. Like, back when I was a kid, this happened. Bruh, it could be as simple as that. Like, for me, I used to hang out with my homegirl. We used to smoke at this one spot every single time. Now that shit's, like, triggering to me, because my homegirl died, rest in peace. But it's like, damn, I don't even want to go over there no more. Like, it's not even the same. You feel me? Like now that I'm an adult, it's like, all right, that's my childhood that needs to heal. You feel me? So there's just little shit like that it could be anything. Like, so many examples of just a place, a smell could even be traumatizing, or something like that, or the smell of, you feel me? So it's just all certain things, y'all. All things, you feel me? But I think that's how I'm gonna end the episode. I think I'm gonna just tap out for there. Because, I don't want to keep getting into it, you feel me? Because the generational trauma, it could go on and on, you feel me? Like, childhood trauma, it could go on and on if you don't cut it off now. You feel me? Like, you don't want your kids to have that trauma that you experienced or anything like that. So just make sure you guys put yourself first. And even if you're not a parent, heal yourself, you feel me, before you get in that relationship or before you talk to somebody else. Because it's not easy just trying to jump into something and you still got a trauma that you have as a child, and whether that's control, whether that's trust issues, whether that's anything, bro, anything you can think of. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just, you gotta make sure you right within yourself before you can even try to do anything else, y'all. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say on that topic. But on another note, I'm gonna do 2 more episodes, y'all, so stay tuned. I definitely want to smoke one with y'all, so I might even tap in with y'all in a little bit. But yeah, stay tuned, and thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like it, make sure to subscribe, make sure to just think about yourself and put yourself first this week. You feel me? It's a new month. It's about to be motherfucking 2026. You feel me? Just start now. That's how I feel. Just start now. You feel me? But y'all be safe today, and I'll see y'all soon.